Hey guys, good morning. Today I wanted to give you an update and talk about how our first time went as vendors at the local farmers market. This has been a goal of mine for so long. I've got an audience here, my chickens. So we are selling our farm fresh chicken eggs. We actually sold 13 dozen eggs. I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit how we were able to, how we decided to pack them up, our farm stamp and name, how we're tying them. And also we're gonna be working with Cricket today on a little craft project related to the market, because I'll talk about this a little more later, but I really wanna do the in-person market come summertime, like May throughout the summer, because flower farm, you know, I want to be able to do fresh market bunches and stuff. So, you know what, I need to put you guys a little differently so you can see the chickens in the background. They're so cute back there. It looks a little bit in shambles because when we moved, if you're new, we just moved from the city in Oregon, Portland area, up to our family's house in the mountains, and we were planning on building in the spring, our own home for our family of 6. So that's a little bit about who we are, where we are. We're growing in zone 7A if you're curious. And when we moved our chicken coops up here and our rabbit hutch, we had them in pieces, we added things on, and then because there's so much snow, we had to add plywood and things on the side, and I can't get to my paint in our storage unit. So for now they're looking a little bit wonky. But so let's get into how the farmers market went. Our area is doing an online option for the farmers market. So you can be a vendor in person, but it's really cold. It's only for 2 hours, so from 10 to noon. Or you can do the online option, which is what we've decided to do. Basically, I list our products Thursday, the week before, and people are able to place their online orders for what they would like from all the different vendors who are participating in the online market. And then on Saturday, we just deliver it in the morning, and then they assemble everybody's orders. They take what they ordered from us and pack it all up, and people get their farmers market orders. So it's been really nice with the whole pandemic going. I've just been super cautious. And so the online thing just seemed like the best route to go. We literally, it's like a contactless thing. I just bring our stuff, drop it off, and everybody gets their goodies. So it went so good. For our first market, what we listed was our farm fresh eggs, and we also did cupcakes. So kind of through quarantine, my mom has been really doing a lot of baking, and I've been doing all the flour and farm and animal stuff. So she's been making these amazing filled cupcakes for months now, and she has perfected these recipes. She's been sharing them just with family and friends and co-workers, things like that. But I'm like, Mom, you have got to share these with more people. These are so good. So we figured out packaging, we packed them up, we listed them, we did little cupcake photo shoots, and we sold 4 6-packs and 1 4-pack at the market. And it was so much fun to pack these up. We got the baker's twine, I'll show you guys it in a minute. But we got all this baker's twine, and we had them all so cute, a little present. And I'm just really excited for next week. I think we're gonna do some more flavors. But we did, for the first week, a spiced apple. We did our peanut butter cupcake, and we did a vanilla cream chip. Vanilla cream chip is my favorite. I don't know, the other 2 are also my favorites. But next week we're planning on adding a few more flavors. So we've got a Marionberry, a lemon, and then probably gonna do the Almond Joy or Snickerdoodle. I don't know, we still have to do photos of them, but I really like the idea of doing a 6-pack and getting to try every single flavor if you want. Or if they've tried them before and they wanna just get a 4 or 6-pack of just one flavor, then they could. So it's been really fun. We weren't really planning on, this is kind of just a fun outlet for us, not something that we're doing to you know, make a lot of income off of, but really just support our little hobbies. So it's been great, and it's a nice thing that me and my mom can do something together, and yeah, just kind of supporting our little homestead endeavor, and something to do, something fun to focus on, something where I can feel I can actually tangibly share something that I've made or my mom's made with other people, just kind of spreading the love. It's been really cool. One thing while I'm out here I wanted to show you guys, I showed them on Instagram the other day, but I wanted to show you guys our chickens because I'm getting a lot of questions on them. So mainly what people are asking is like, what varieties do you have? What color eggs did they lay? This girl here, this is a silver-laced Wyandotte. These guys are a little bit more, like they like to be more independent. They're less like wanting to be held, at least ours. We've got 4 of these and they lay kind of a light brown egg. And then behind that is Marin. She's a cuckoo Marin. I think it has to do with the speckles on her, but she lays dark brown eggs. They're so cool. This one here, these are like our friendliest. Like they like to be held. They like to be, like they run right up to you and they want to say hi and see what you got and all that. But there are buff Orpingtons. They lay like a light brown egg. And they're really fun. I think these are like a great breed for kids. I've got 2 more girls of different varieties. I'm wondering if they're in the coop. Okay, there's Little White, or Little Love. The kids call her Little White. Hi, sweetheart. Did you lay us an egg? So she is the smallest. She's a white leghorn. She's the smallest of all of them, but she lays the biggest, like white eggs. Like, look at that. Reliably, she lays an egg like every single day, and they are big. Oh, we've got 2 other eggs here. If I can grab them. So here are the light brown. So these are probably from our silver lace Wyandottes. Are you gonna fly? Or the buffs. Hard to tell which. But you can see for a size comparison, like look how much bigger that white egg is. And then when you look at the chickens, it's just the opposite. So like the big chicken has the smaller egg and the white chicken has the bigger egg. It's weird. Are you gonna lay one too? And I already collected their eggs this morning. So I did a really early collecting yesterday. So this morning I had a lot to collect and then I just threw them in the refrigerator because I was busy earlier this morning. Oh, let's see if we can say hi to Junie. Hi June. Hi babe. Hi June. Hi sweetheart. Marin has been chasing June around all day and I don't know why. June's our Rex bunny. One thing I really love about having animals like on our little farm is letting them just free range. Like I love getting to let the chickens out, letting them just live their life in like as free of a environment as they can be. Obviously I have to bring them in at like, you know, at nighttime because we do have predators up here. And then June's running around. She's just buzzed by a chicken. But obviously I need to bring them in at night so that they're safe and they need to be protected from the elements and stuff. But even our bunnies, like if I can, if at all possible, I like to let them out so they can just, you know, be in nature like as much as possible. Look at this spoiled girl. Hi. I saw you lounging. I saw you lounging. I think my chickens though are in the bunny hutch. I don't know how June's gonna feel about that. They're just so nosy. And then Miss Lou in here, I have not let her out yet to just kind of free range because I'm a bit nervous that she will not stay close. And to get into her part of the hutch, she has to go up. So I'm not too sure how she would just be able to like get in there. She does not get along with June very well. I got June thinking she'd be a good little like cage buddy for Lou, but Lou like hates other rabbits. And even though they're only a few months different in age, June, like she just doesn't like her. When I've tried to put them together a couple times, she has just bit poor little June, and she's actually got a pretty bad sore. It's healing up now and the fur is growing back, but June actually has a pretty bad bite on her leg from when Lou like roughed her up the second time I tried to put them together. So I don't know if I have it in me to try again. I don't know. But yeah, she does really well. Just running around. Look at these chickens. They're taking all of this bedding out. What in the world? Girls, we want that to stay in there. That's June's food. So naughty. They're taking all your hay out. Okay, girls. This isn't a free-for-all. This is Junie's house. Hey. What in the world? You're drinking out of her watering thing. Come on. Come on, girls. Come here. Anywhere you tell chickens not to go, they've got to go. They want to go. Maybe if I just kind of leave this a little more closed, they'll leave it alone. Are you gonna leave it alone? You're just gonna shove your way in there. Are you? So we're back inside, I'm warming up, I've got some coffee, and we're gonna get to our farmer's market craft project. I'm so excited about this and just like dreaming what the summer is gonna be like here and what it's gonna be like to actually have a physical booth at the market. So I'm just gonna do like little bits here and there towards what I want the eventual thing to look like. That way it's not overwhelming, and I figure through the winter, like this is my time to dream. So what I wanted to work on today is our sign. So what is gonna have, you know, like all of our offerings. So I found this at the local hardware store. It's like an old, I mean, it's new, but it looks like an old washboard. I mean, you could use it, but I thought this would be such a neat thing to use for like I can cover up the branding here, and I can put a little bit of this black poster paper, and I'm gonna write offerings, or today's offerings. And then I had in mind doing like a little rectangle here to cover over, just to, you know, leave a little bit of the galvanized metal here, but that way you can still tell it's a washboard. It has some texture and some style, but then you can clearly see what we have for sale. So like eggs, $7 for the dozen, or bouquet, $15, whatever our pricing is gonna be. So I thought that would be so neat, and in my mind, like with the best intentions when I bought this, I thought, I'm gonna write on this black paper with chalk, and it's gonna look so pretty, and I'll use like this calligraphy. Like, no, your girl cannot do that. I cannot do any kind of specialty handwriting. I just don't have it in me. I just don't. So that's where my Cricut's coming in handy today, because I wanna use this like beautiful font that looks very like, you know, in keeping with the style that I love. So what I want to do today is design the sign. That's the project that we're going to work on. If you've never seen a Cricut before, like they're at virtually every single craft store, so you've probably seen them before, but the one I have is the Cricut Joy, and it's just the cutest little like portable cutter machine. And you can use, not only can you cut like the vinyl that I'm going to be using today, I've got their smart vinyl, and I have it in the permanent. So they also have rolls that are like a temporary. So if you wanted to, you could actually make a cool sticker or like a customized label for your KitchenAid, and you could do it in permanent or just like a temporary and change it up. Or for your phone, like for your case, you can do the same thing. So we're gonna be using the smart vinyl. They also, you can do like, man, so many things. You can make cards with it using just like the card paper. You can even do iron-ons. So earlier this week, I'm trying to get to know the machine. So I actually did with their iron-on, actually, let me see if I have it here. Here it is. Okay, so this is the one I used. This is the Smart Iron-On in Sunset Blossom, and it's so pretty. Like, it's this beautiful floral, and then this is the dress. Like, the machine cut this out on the paper, and then I used their Easy Press 2 to press this on, like 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. And I have this cute custom little shirt. I also did some really fun like name shirts for the boys, and they love them. I'll have to show you guys like the press stuff another time, but having a lot of fun with this. Like, you can virtually make anything you want. So I've got their design app. And then the neat thing too is not only can you make like we're gonna do this sign, but you can do coasters, you can do mugs, you can do like all of this stuff. If you had a wedding right now, or like a baby shower or something, it would be just perfect. You can customize everything. So this one is kind of what I have in mind, like using the black, and then you can put like your text, and I can just have it cut it out like in the font that I want. I really like this one too, but really I just need to do a little simple text thing. So let's see, what fonts did they use? Market Street Fonts, Boardwalk Original. So this is the font that they're using on this sign. And I'm just gonna go into a canvas, click text. It's tough because I like some of these like playful kind of like hand lettering calligraphy, but I want it to be also really like legible because this is gonna be what people are looking at to order. So let's just say offerings. So I just typed that out, and you can like put this wherever you want. You can resize it, and you've got a ruler here at the top and the side, so you can kind of see like how big is this gonna be? I probably should measure. 8 inches, and then I want it to be like that. 8 inches long, about 2 inches tall. We'll try it out. Okay, so I don't know if this is exactly the font that I want to do. And then I just click without mat, because all of the Smart materials, you don't need a mat or anything for them. And so since it's going to be 8 inches long, we're going to do it like sideways. And then I click continue, select an accessory. Oh, I gotta plug it in. We have power. This thing works off of Bluetooth, so you just like connect it once, and then it's already found it. My joy, load it in here. Look, it even straightens it out for you. This is where it's at. I can just sit here and watch, and it does all the hard work for me. Oh, it's done. Okay. Unload. I don't know if the camera will make it out with the glare, but what we do now is you just weed out like the excess. Probably could have done something else too on the bottom here. But you weed out the excess, the parts that you don't want. And I found a little weeder tool. This thing here, it kind of looks like a dental pick, and it just pulls off the pieces that you don't want. So like the center of the O, we're not gonna want that on there, so it just pulls it out. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about the Cricut, and you probably make these custom things yourself, but I'm sure there's a lot of you too who are like me, and you just like never jumped on board. But it really does like take the hard work out of making cool stuff. Okay, let's put it up against the black. And this is what you use to take the sticker like all lined up. Oop, I left one little piece in there. But this is what you use to get the words, like the letters, since they're not connected. You can easily move them from one surface to another. So I'm just gonna peel that, and the grid stays on this clear part. So I'm just gonna line that up here. And see how they just kind of like come up with the tape. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And I made this. Okay, so just push it down. Oh my gosh, look how cute that looks. This would be so nice for like a wedding. Yeah, you could totally customize like any little event that you want to have. Look at that. I love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut out the rectangle for the base part, decide kind of on what exactly I want to keep on the menu for like a permanent thing. And oh, I wonder if I should have, you know, it would be a good idea if I made like bouquets. That was one on here, and maybe this had like a magnet on the back. So if we don't have bouquets that week, then I just take it off. And since this is a magnet, yeah, brilliant. This thing is so fun. Okay, I'm gonna get busy and I will show you guys how it turns out. So it's all done. I've got our offerings board finished. I think it turned out really great. It's amazing with just this little cutter machine, like we were able to do that whole thing, and some just plain poster board. So it says offerings at the top. We've got flower bouquet, filled cupcakes, tomato plant, potted herbs, and fresh eggs. And then my plan is to get some magnets so I can just put those on the back of these. That way, like let's say filled cupcakes sells out, then I can just move them because they'll be magnetic. So I can kind of like recenter and reuse, or if something's not in season, then I'll be able to just easily take it off. Or if we have something new, I can just throw it on. And I did save my project to the app, so I'll be able to make new cuts, like these new black papers, and then I'll be able to do new text when I want to add new products and things. So anyways, I think it turned out really good. Again, I used my Cricut Joy for the cutting portion, and then what I used for the vinyl, here it is, I used the Smart vinyl, and I did it in the glossy white. So I'll have these linked down below if you guys want to check them out. I'm just over the moon with this. Like, we are so gonna rock the farmer's market this summer. I'm ecstatic. Before we go today, I wanted to show you guys what the boys have been working on, like this past hour and a half that I've been in here drinking coffee and playing with my machine. So you guys can see how the feed room is turning out. It's really coming together and we're gonna get it dried in today. So let's go out and see it. Here we go. So this is the back side of it. So right now it's 8 foot in height, and then we are gonna do a shed roof on it. So, you know, a good pitch to keep the snow falling off the back. So it'll be 10 feet in the front and then down to the 8, but we'll frame that separate. Are you helping them? Daddy. Oh, you got the other wall up with the window. Yay! So they're working on the last wall. That'll be the front. Let me take you guys around so you can see it, what it'll look like from the front. So this is the front here, and we've got windows on either side. They're little 3-foot windows. And we made a little pathway too. You wanna show them the path, Kaylee? Yeah. So we're still working on it, but we trimmed up the trees here, and the kids were stacking rocks so that we can have a little walkway path. Maybe do some bark dust. Oh! Okay, you clearing it up? But a little walkway path up to the walkout and kind of our garden area. And then this spot here, Joseph cleared that earlier this year. This is gonna be where we put our big chicken coop once we get to the point of building that. What are you doing? I think we're gonna head in now. I've gotta clean these eggs that I've got in my pocket and the rest of the ones from earlier. And I'll show you guys our packaging and kind of how we've been doing that for the market. Now for our eggs, ooh, I still got these in my pocket, I just remembered. Oh, hopefully they're all still intact. So these are the ones that I grabbed this morning. Hi. Hey girl. Okay, 3, yes. And then these are the ones. So I must have grabbed them pretty early yesterday. Now we're in the afternoon. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash these guys. And then what I've been doing is I'll wash the eggs and then dry them off, and then I put them in our cartons. And then I've got them pre-stamped. So this is our little logo, and I've been arranging them kind of in like color order. Now for washing these, there's literally nothing special that I do. I just take my egg basket, throw it in the sink here, and then I'll grab like a towel, set it down so that when they are done, I can like set them down safe, and then I'll dry them individually and put them in the boxes. Now last week, like the night before the market, I took all of the eggs like in their boxes and I tied on a little bit of baker's twine. So a little bit of like this black and white, really cute baker's twine. And that's kind of like our, I don't know, our packaging theme for Mountain View Family Farm. I really want to keep it like that natural, like as much natural fibers or as much of that kind of earthy feel that I can. I really want to be making stuff that I'm proud of, and even if it costs, you know, a little bit more to have some twine rather than like a rubber band or something, I really just want to make something that people can feel excited about and they can feel really special when they get them. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And with selling the eggs and selling greenery sprigs, I didn't even tell you guys that, but we not only did the cupcakes and the eggs, but I also did a bunch of fresh greens. So like from our fir trees and the pine trees, a little bit of some dried eucalyptus that I've got left over. And they made some sprigs. We actually sold 2 of those. I hope you guys have had a good time seeing what we've got going on with this whole farmers market venture. And I will leave our farmers market Instagram account. I just made it. It's Mountain View Family Farm on Instagram. Oh hey! There goes Carter on the quad. And then my husband on our tractor. There he goes. So I'm gonna get going. I gotta water the chickens before we leave, but I hope you enjoyed spending the day with us, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.